Hours, minutes, seconds. The finest measurements of time have always been fundamental to the world of sport. Yet through the centuries there have been infinite debates over the winners of a timed event, simply because the accuracy of the tools used to measure them was questionable. Even for the modern Olympic Games, the pinnacle of sporting endeavour, accurate timekeeping was a critical issue.
Up to 32, the games were just timed manually by the people who were there. And they wrote down, and there were a lot of people were, a lot of conflicting times and saying, So the IOC in those days has decided to go to a specialist, and they came to Omega in 1932, which was then one of the leading, if not the leading watch company in the world.
And so the 1932 Olympic Games saw a turning point in sports timekeeping history when the International Olympic Committee, or IOC, entrusted Omega to be the first company ever to be the official timekeeper of all events. Omega rose to the IOC's challenge by providing 30 split-second pocket watch chronographs fitted with highly precise handcrafted mechanical movements. And from that point, Omega pioneered an exceptional service to the world of sport, and its relationship with sports timekeeping was to continue through the decades.
Victories are won by very short distances or very short times, so a thousandth of a second, a couple of millimeters. Beyond that, it's also giving to sport a universal language in that you can compare performances throughout the different generations, and that is something that adds to the prestige and the mystique of the sport.
To celebrate and commemorate Omega's renewed role as official timekeeper of the Torino 2006 and Beijing 2008 Olympic Games, the company has launched a unique limited edition 1932 chronograph fitted with original movements. 74 years since its creation, Omega's new pocket watch 1932 is a fitting symbol of the historic role the company has played in sports. But this new limited edition could only come to life following the discovery of hundreds of original unassembled movement components, hand drawings and microfilms. Many of the hundreds of components that were found in kit form proved to be in such good condition that 300 new edition pocket watches could be reassembled. But the project was no simple task. It required highly skilled master watchmakers to manually restore and assemble them.
We have a legacy that dates all the way back to the first Olympic Games that were timed by Omega. And so to find all these parts, to be able to rework and improve them is a privilege. It is wonderful to be able to work with real components from the past, which made Omega great.
The heart of the Omega Pocket Watch 1932 is a high-performance precision movement with an integrated Rattrapant chronograph mechanism controlled by a double-column wheel. The process of restoring the recovered movement kits requires great care and manual dexterity. Each of the old components is quality checked before being assembled.
In order to restore all the components, we didn't need new tools, but manual expertise. The components were cleaned, polished, then shaped and assembled by hand. So all this has been done manually.
The gilt plate and bridges of the 1932 design have been reconditioned, rhodium plated and enhanced with circular graining and Geneva waves. All steel components are satin brushed and the two column wheels are blued steel. The pocket watch is made up of 300 components, of which only one is new, and that's the spiral or mainspring. This mainspring drives the movement of the watch. Its accuracy has been measured and tested by COSC, an official internationally recognized body that certifies the precision of movements and awards the title of chronometer.
Only the movement which are complying with the high precision criteria which are defined in the standard can be called chronometer and will be granted as a chronometer. It is very challenging, and it is really the result of the know-how of the best watchmakers.
Omega's Pocket Watch 1932 features an exquisite 57mm white enamel dial, with hands that have been reproduced using contemporary production technologies. The pocket watches are housed in 3 different watch cases, 100 in yellow gold, 100 in white gold and 100 in red gold cases, representing the gold, silver and bronze medals awarded to Olympic winners. Thanks to Omega's unique team of master craftsmen, the Pocket Watch 1932 symbolises the company's close bond with the world of sport and demonstrates its continued commitment to bringing together traditional elegance and state-of-the-art technology.
It's the history of Omega. It's a heritage. It's a true story. And it shows that Omega is a pioneer and has always been a pioneer. And they are capable in preserving old treasures that they found, put them up in shape again, and show them in a fantastic, beautiful way.
As the world's top athletes receive their Olympic medals, Omega's presence as official timekeeper revives a celebrated tradition.
I'm proud, because at the basis of the emotion is the performance of a sportsman or sportswoman, and when they win, it's the time what indicated the difference.
Omega is a very trusted partner. We know that with them we will never have any problem in timekeeping, and this is a great security both for the IOC and the games organizers.